Hello everybody and welcome back to FIFA 23, where we are going to be taking on Brighton, who sit one place above us in the league. And in the last episode, well, it was a disappointing loss to Newcastle to end off that episode, but we're in good spirits here in Fulham, and we're going to be doing all right. We've got a lot of tired players. I need to sort out this team. We'll be right back. Hello everybody and welcome to the Amex Stadium for Brighton v Fulham. The sun is shining down on the south coast, but it's looking dodgy for Fulham with this starting lineup and the subs bench, which sees huge changes in playing personnel. So we'll be going through the team shortly. Enjoy the sunshine while we wait. So as the players start their handshakes, these are the lineups then. Brighton in goal, Robert Sanchez. Three at the back of Webster, Dunk and Tsungi. Sarmiento, Lallana, Moda and Trossard make up the midfield four. Undav and Mitomo are in behind, Iglesias up front. On the bench for Brighton, Estupian, Danny Welbeck, Lamptey and Wepo, and Evan Ferguson, a young player, makes the bench for them today. Fulham see lots of different changes. Leno in goal, and Babu, Tim Ream, Shane Duffy, Aradarabio and Kurzawa come into the back five. Paulinho, Onuma gets a recall and Pereira, and then it's Martial and Mitrovic partner each other up front. On the bench, Alejandro Garnacho, Solomon out of the cold, Cock the youngster, Hugo Shepherd called up from the academy just for this game, and Jason Denier drops to the bench due to a lack of fitness. So it's Anthony Martial that's going to get us underway for this one, and Fulham are hoping that the fresh legs they've brought into this squad are going to make a difference, as Adarabioyo flicks one out to Onuma, who really hasn't had much game time this season for Fulham, and it can go for a number of players in this. Duffy on loan from Brighton back in to play against his parent club due to fitness issues for the team from Putney, as Onuma plays it out wide to Mbabu, just trying to create a bit of space here in Mbabu, but took a bit too long on the ball, and Mitoma with a chance to break in towards Iglesias, as Iglesias puts a lovely ball through there, looking for Undav with a powerful shot. Leno with a good save to touch that one past the post, and yeah, Undav with a good first effort there for Brighton. And this is the problem when you bring people who are out of match fitness into the team. You never know how they're going to perform. That's an easy save for Leno, who has been pretty solid this year. Not too many errors from the German in goal for Fulham, as Kurzawa comes forward. Martial's making a great run in front of them there, and it's a good first touch to try and take him away from the defender, as Martial trying to do some nifty footwork, wins a corner off Webster, and both teams lining up with a three at the back means this one could be very interesting. Pereira looking to swing this corner in. It's going to be too close to Sanchez, easy for him to claim above the head of Mitrovic, and it's still 0-0 here at the Amex Stadium. Onuma will win that header into Pereira, who can turn. Martial flicks it through into Mitrovic with a shot. It's straight at Sanchez, not Mitrovic's best finish on his weaker foot, and Babu wins the header. Martial brings it down. His shot is blocked by the defender, as Onuma volleys it back in to Pereira, in towards Martial. This time, oh, he's absolutely skied his shot. It's terrible from Martial. Rushed it, got under it, and has absolutely skied that over the bar. So good pressure from Fulham, but wasting the chances they've created there, as Lewis Dunk gets on the ball here to Tsungi. Oh, he's been pressured by Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial holds it up well into Mitrovic. Mitrovic through, and Sanchez, what a save that is from Robert Sanchez. And Fulham, with all their changes, are making the better of this game, as Mitrovic tried to get on that end of that pass from Martial. Didn't quite make it work, as Tosin Adarabioyo puts in a good tackle, but Onuma gives the ball away. Undav into Iglesias. Moda tries to get this one into Trossard. Iglesias again. Moda coming forward with it, and that was well read by Tim Ream. And that's the sort of situation where you worry that the lack of match fitness will hinder the ability to read those necessary interceptions. Kurzawa up towards Pereira, who's a bit fresher because Harry Wilson started the last game in attacking midfield. But here is Iglesias. Good tackle from Duffy. Kurzawa looks to bring this one forward. Flicks it inside towards Paulinho. Pereira up towards Mitrovic. Can flick that one down to the left-hand side towards Kurzawa, who's in plenty of space here. Kurzawa puts it across. Oh, it's beaten everyone. Martial will keep it alive. Back towards Mbabu. Flicks in. Mitrovic with a header in off the inside of the post. What a ball from Mbabu. And what a header from Alexander Mitrovic as he celebrates in front of the Brighton fans. Martial kept that ball alive. And Mbabu, lovely little dink cross in. And Mitrovic climbs up well off the inside of the post. And Fulham deserve that goal. It's been wonderful play from the team from London. And down on the south coast, it's Fulham 1, Brighton 0. So Iglesias will get us back underway here at the Amex Stadium. And, well, Brighton have given this ball away very early on. Martial into Mitrovic. Mitrovic tries to encourage Kurzawa forward again, as Kurzawa does get forward. Looks to dink this one in, and it's got us all the way to Pereira. Oh, and he couldn't get his shot off. I don't think he was expecting the ball to get that far. But Sanchez covers it up well. Probably should be 2-0. Brighton will be happy. They're going in 1-0 down at half-time. So no changes at half-time for Fulham or Brighton, as Brighton will be hoping they can up their game into this second half, as Mitoma just gives it into Undav, who laid it off to Lallana, up to Sarmiento. But Kurzawa puts in a solid tackle. Brighton making an early change in this second half. Webster coming off at centre-back to be replaced by Valentin Rongier. So Sarmiento gets the game back underway as it goes up here towards Undav. Undav gets to the byline. Is he going to put a cross in? It's well blocked. It will be a goal kick as well. Bounce back off Undav. And Adebayo will just breathe a sigh of relief that happened there. Here is Tim Ream. Adoma. Pereira. Paulinho looks direct up towards Mitrovic. And Martial into a bit of space. Oh, it took too long. Why did I do that drag back? Could have just ran through a goal. Trying to be too clever as Sarmiento gets it away into Undav. Goes back to Sarmiento. Sarmiento into the feet of Undav again, and that's well read by Kurzawa to intercept that one. And Paulinho can't get caught on it here. That would have been dangerous. Duffy out to Tim Ream, who the American international is. Well, he's on the transfer list, but he's putting in a good performance at centre-back at the moment. Onuma. Up it goes to Martial. Flicked on to Mbabu. Mbabu, oh, he's just overrun it into Tsungi. And it's going to be Trossard that takes control of this one. Mitoma comes forward with it. Still on the ball here, Mitoma. Has he overrun it? No, he's managed to get the ball off to Trossard. Trossard just lays it back sensibly, keeping the ball to Lewis Dunk. Up it goes towards Mitoma, and Mbabu got drawn out of position there. Trossard with it now, looking to create a bit of space. Looks to flick it in. Duffy with a fantastic header away. And Martial can release it into the path of Mitrovic. And Mitrovic running into space. Has Martial in front of him. He's offside. Left it too late. So Trossard coming off for Brighton to be replaced by Enoch Mwepu. And I think Fulham are preparing a substitution as well. Lack of match fitness in some of these players' legs means they're getting tired early. And it is Josh Onuma who's going to come off to be replaced by youngster Ludwig Kopp. So free kick taken short into the feet of Moda. As Mitoma just gives that away to Paulinho. Really bad pass from Brighton, that one. And they really need to up their game a little bit, Brighton, here, as Fulham can just keep the ball for a little bit. Adebayo up into Kurzawa, who nearly lost the ball there. Paulinho recovers it. Duffy. Tim Ream looks to play it first time into the feet of Mbabu and does. Tried to get that round the corner but couldn't make that pass work as Iglesias gives it into Mitoma. Flicks that onto Mwepu, but well placed by Tim Ream, although this time Tim Ream has lost it and the ball's gone through into Undav, who shoots, and it's 1-1 just like that. Great counter-attack from Brighton. Sloppy play from Fulham, and Brighton take their chance. It was a lovely finish from Undav here. We tried to get cover in round the back with Adebayo, but he got his shot off early and fires it past Leno in goal. Fulham don't deserve to be drawing this game, but that's what the score is. And a triple change being readied here by Fulham. Dan James on for Martial, Mitrovic off for Garnacho, and youngster Shepherd, who was only called up from the youth academy yesterday to make sure we had enough players for this game, is on to the pitch at left wing back, and he's going to get an early touch of the ball right now. And here he is, Shepherd, in towards Paulinho. Pereira up to Dan James. Now we've got two young players. Dan James isn't that young, but we've got two pacey players up front now in Garnacho and James. But we also have a very weak left wing back in Shepherd coming on. So here is Iglesias trying to outpace Mbabu, which is no mean feat. The ball's chipped in, Tosin heads it away. And Dan James is potentially there to get this one away. Garnacho tries to go long and over the top, utilising Dan James's pace, but doesn't quite make that one work, as we're into 3 minutes of injury time as the ball comes out to Iglesias. He goes over the top looking to get that one back, and he has got past the challenge here, but that's well played from Duffy to intercept. Pereira. James, full time, 1-1. Fulham had the better of the game but couldn't make their chances count, and Brighton punished them with an equaliser through Undav. Yeah, really disappointing 1-1 draw that. We really need to make our chances count. Next up, Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, which will be very tough. Okay, we have a transfer offer for Tim Ream here, and I think we're just going to accept it. His contract's running out, So I'm more than happy just to let him go in the January transfer window. And on him, I thought my time was up here, boss, but you gave me a chance, and I'm glad to show what I can do. Just don't get ahead of yourself, mate. We still might sell you. So, yeah. Okay, right. We'll see you at kickoff. So coming up next is the Fulham-Chelsea derby in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. Chelsea odds-on favourite for this one as the fans start to flock into the stadium. Only a couple of minutes till kickoff. It's going to be a really interesting game, this one. Who can get to the Carabao Cup final? And it's not the semi-final, it's the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. I was one step ahead of myself. But both teams walk out from the tunnel at Stamford Bridge. And there is your match referee, Mr. Billy Bob. And yeah, this is going to be a very interesting game. So you can see, to get to this point, Chelsea beat whoever that is. And we beat Newcastle. Lots of strange teams. I saw one of the other quarterfinals there was Stoke versus Nottingham Forest, which is an interesting tie. Who I think the winners of this game will play the winners of that game. So it's going to be very interesting. Chelsea looking very nice in their pre-match tracksuits as it looks cold here at Stamford Bridge. You can see the breath coming out from N'Golo Kante's mouth there. As that's the Chelsea lineup. Patrick Schick has signed for them. Raheem Sterling's there. Aubameyang on the bench. In a 5-2-3, so we're sort of playing similar formations here. Jorginho and Kante in the middle, all action, all energy. Ziyech gets a start on the right-hand side. Koulibaly and Fofana playing at the back, as well as Reece James is at right wing-back. It's a full-strength team for Fulham, to be honest. I think it's one of our strongest teams. We've gone with Livramento and Robinson at the full-back or wing-back position, but other than that, it's sort of as you would expect it. Sanson gets the nod over Palhinha just because of a little bit of a fitness issue. And we haven't put a sub-goalkeeper on the bench. We've gone for a very attacking bench that includes Garnacho, Makoko and Daniel James. So all to play for here. Let's get the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup underway. And it's Chelsea with Patrick Schick to get the game underway here at Stamford Bridge as Raheem Sterling straight away starts to try and run at the Fulham defence. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see how this team sets up for Chelsea, but immediately, straight away, Livramento is in plenty of space here. As Livramento runs forward, cuts it back, looking for Mitrovic. It just sort of bounces into Andreas Pereira's face, and he can't do much with that. But Livramento, and well, Fulham have started this derby game absolutely superbly here. Diop tries to fling it out wide, but it was a good interception from Reece James. Jorginho caught on the ball. Andreas Pereira brings it forward in towards Mitrovic. Tries to get his shot off, but couldn't quite make it work. Does battle hard and win the ball back. Sander Berge out towards Anthony Robinson, the American, but he runs into Reece James and makes that pretty easy for the English defender. Is the ref going to give a foul there? He is going to give a foul. Thought I may have just nicked the ball, but evidently not, as Chelsea win the free kick. 12 minutes gone, a frantic start to this one as Reece James tries to put the ball up towards Jorginho. We know Chelsea are going to try and dominate possession, so we've got to make it count when we have it, as Schick is in now, and that's a good challenge from Diop to put it behind. I think he's going to bring that back for the free kick though, and he has brought it back for the free kick, Mr. Billy Bob, the referee. And oh well, Chilwell takes that one short and fools everyone in the wall really well, and it's going to fall to Jorginho with a shot. Good save from Leno, touches it round the post. 20 minutes in, Jorginho with the first effort of note in this game for Chelsea, as standing over the ball, short towards Raheem Sterling. Andreas Pereira trying to stand him up. No one really coming to support Andreas Pereira for the short one though, as well, it's a complete miskick there from Ziyech, as well, Fulham are potentially playing themselves into a bit of trouble here. It is cleared away well though, and Robinson can pick this one up in towards Sander Berge, who turns but gives the ball away to Jorginho with a good interception. Deniers there to put a really good foot in. Unbelievable the fact that we signed him on a free transfer. He's been very, very good. Martial sees the run of Livramento, but a heavy first touch allows Koulibaly to get back in position. Robinson takes over the loose ball here into Andreas Pereira. Pereira can turn, gets a shot off, tries to bend one. It's just past the post. Mendy never looked worried in goal for Chelsea, but Andreas Pereira, his reaction seems to suggest that that was pretty close. It's not far away. So Edouard Mendy takes the goal kick short there, just giving the ball to Ben Chilwell on the left-hand side. Kante moves it up towards Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling up to Schick. Patrick Schick lays it off looking for Ben Chilwell again, as Deniers there reads what Chilwell was trying to do with that one. And Denier is going to knock this one back to Bernd Leno, who's going to go absolutely long with it. Smoke it up towards Robinson, who does really well to win the header. Thiago Silva lays it off to Jorginho. It's a very end-to-end game. He looks offside, was offside, Ziyech, and it's a free kick to Fulham. So free kick taken short. Both teams looking to play out from the back, and it is making it relatively entertaining here. Denier up towards Martial, looking for Livramento, but Chilwell intercepts. Schick gets in a good run there, and Sterling, well, missed the opportunity to put a ball through. And Chilwell takes his time on the ball. Denier out of position, so Schick is free and in space. That's covered well by Diop, who's going to dink this one away up towards Martial. Flicked on towards Andreas Pereira. Just holds it up well. Sanson takes over. Now into Robinson. Back into Pereira. All of Fulham's play coming through Andreas Pereira, who's hacked down in the middle of the park. Really should be a yellow card, that one. I think he's may get away with that there, the Chelsea player. He doesn't. Fofana does pick up a yellow card. And Diop is the centre-back, fancied a shot from range on the stroke of half-time, but doesn't get it off, and it is 0-0 in the Carabao Cup Quarter Final at Stamford Bridge. In the other quarter final then, the score is 1-0 to Nottingham Forest over Stoke City, and we're getting the second half back underway here at Stamford Bridge to see if a team can make the breakthrough. Jorginho coming close for Chelsea, and Fulham, you know, not out of this, making a few chances of their own as Sander Berge takes over the ball. Just drops it back into Tosin Adebayo. Here is Robinson on the left. Sander Berge has given a great run out to the wing. Tries to cut this one in, and someone's attacking it. There's a header. Oh, it was a great touch over the bar from Mendy. A lovely save as Chelsea bring on Havertz for Raheem Sterling, who has been very quiet in this game and really hasn't done very much at all. So corner ball. Andreas Pereira over it. What can he do with this one? Swings it in. It's a great looking ball. Into Diop off the line. Mitrovic can't miss from there. And it was well cleared off the line. But Alexandra Mitrovic makes it 1-0 to the away team. And can we have an upset here in the Carabao Cup? It was a lovely delivery from the corner from Andreas Pereira. A great header at the near post, I think, by Adebayo. Flicked on off the line by Chilwell. Fell to Mitrovic. Fires it home. 1-0 Fulham. And with that, Chelsea get the game back underway. And Fulham have... yeah, we've shown up in the Carabao Cup this season. We really have. Kante caught on the ball by Berge, but not enough pace to go and collect the ball. Kai Havertz sitting up front at the moment is Rob. Sanson into Andreas Pereira. Mitrovic waiting for that run from Robinson. Times the pass wonderfully well. Robinson. Pereira tried to flick it on towards Martial. Possibly could have had a shot. I think he was crowded out of the shooting opportunity. That's a wonderful tackle, that, from Berge. But Kante wins the ball back quickly for Chelsea, as we know he can do so very easily in this team. Here comes Ziyech again. Lays that one back towards Kante. Up towards Ziyech. Good foot in from Robinson, and he keeps it in as well. And Fulham can just try and keep a little bit of possession for now as Leno goes long with this one. Overhits it. It's going to go out for a throw into Chelsea. So substitution for Chelsea. Aubameyang coming on for Patrick Schick for Graham Potter's team, and Fulham getting a double substitution ready as well. The youngster Makoko looking like he's ready to come on to the pitch, and it looks like it's just going to happen now. Yeah, Makoko on for Anthony Martial, and Harry Wilson replacing Andreas Pereira in that attacking midfield spot. So Chelsea get the game back underway. Jorginho brings the ball down well. Here's Kante. That's a really poor pass. Livramento fires it up straight into the path of Yusuf Makoko. Sanson. Mitrovic. Flick round the corner. Wilson tries to put a ball through to Makoko. Couldn't quite get it right. And N'Golo Kante looks to bring this one away. Ziyech on the ball. Puts it into Jorginho. Out wide, but well read by Livramento to touch that one off for a throw-in. And it's another substitution for Chelsea. Kovacic on, replacing Kante in the engine room. Chilwell not hanging around. Throws it back into play very quickly in towards Jorginho's feet. Havertz does get away from Livramento for the first time in this second half, but Livramento showing great pace to recover there. And just flicks it inside towards Sanson. Into Berge. Berge goes up towards Makoko. Gets there first. Can we keep that one in? No, we can't. Couple of tired legs in the Fulham team. So Dan James on for Mitrovic, and Livramento off to be replaced by Kevin Mbabu. Again, Jorginho not wanting to hang around with the throw-in. Takes it relatively quickly. Chilwell takes over. Berge with a great tackle there. Denier will swoop this one up. And Leno is just going to try and hook this one away up towards Mbabu, who does win the header. Dan James, is absolutely clattered by Koulibaly, but fair tackle, says the referee. Kai Havertz trying to cause some trouble on this left-hand side. Ball in towards Chilwell, and it's sort of there. Berge uses height really well. I'm glad we've got Sander Berge for that height. It does make a difference. Dan James sees the run of Makoko. Makoko, can he have a good touch? He lays it into the path of Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson onto his favoured left foot and Mendy with a great save. Should be 2-0 Fulham. We're just praising Sander Berge, but his time is up in this one. Palhinha comes on to replace him for Fulham in that engine room. And yeah, they're going to need a bit more fresh legs in there. It's Harry Wilson over the corner now. What can Harry Wilson do with this one? Can he find a Fulham head? Tries to swing it up towards Denayer. Denayer beaten in the air. Good touch from Tosin to keep that one alive. Wilson tries to chip it back in. It's another corner with 1 minute in injury time to go. Marco Silva is going to be absolutely delighted with this one. Can we get Fulham into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup? It's knocked down. Denayer! Oh, he didn't have a shot. Wilson drills it in low and hard and it's bounced around again. And that is full time. And we are into the Carabao Cup semi-finals, beating Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. What a performance that is from Fulham. Graham Potter loses the derby against Fulham. The Putney derby is won by Fulham away from home. Come on, into the Carabao Cup semi-finals. It's a real trophy when your team's in it. Trust me. And can you believe it? Stoke City turned the other game around to win 2-1. So we're going to be playing Stoke and Watford are going to be playing West Ham in the other semi-finals. This is going to be a competition we could definitely have a chance of winning. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.